Good day, YouTube. I'm Ethan, and today we are starting our 100% playthrough of Plants vs. Zombies. This is the game of my childhood. I have not played on PC, I've always played on iPad, so we're going to see how that goes today. I'm getting this concerning message that Mac may not be able to run it, which is lame because Steam said it could, so if it doesn't, I hope I get my money back. But we're not just doing the standard 100% playthrough where you get the Golden Sunflower Trophy. We're doing the real 100% playthrough, which is absolutely everything possible you can do in this game, we're gonna do. It may take years, it may take decades even, but we're gonna do it. This game is worth it. I want to explore every facet of this game. We have our squash here today for support and counseling on how we can defeat the zombies. We have some delicious vegetables from our garden for which to keep us sustained while we play. Carrots take too long to chew. All right, let's fire it up, see if it'll actually play. Por favor, come on. Well, it's not working. Steam, I want my money back. Hopefully, I can actually figure that out. Steam's pretty good with refunds. So, anyway, we're gonna try to move to mobile again. I think I am destined to forever play this on iPad. So we're gonna see if we can get that fired up. Alrighty, so I did some digging and I found a Reddit post that said try turning off the Wi-Fi and then firing up. And I just tried it and it worked. So we're gonna see if we can run it again. So let's get through this menu thing again. Yes, all right, we're back. We can actually play now. All right. All right, Ethan's house, it's my house. I would have bet on this. There we go, we're getting somewhere. It's one strip. Alright. We gotta put them down close, because these ones die really quick. We want to get them done fast. This isn't a speed run, but we want to do it fast, because it's a long journey. We want to cover ground. Generally the zombies are allergic to dirt, because they're only ever going on the grass. They just go around, but whatever, it's better for us. Sweet. We got the mighty sunflower, which is of course the most important plant in the whole game, so we're glad to have that. Let's keep moving on through adventure. Now I know this is a really controversial topic in the PVZ community, but I always put my sunflowers one row forward to the back, because then you have some pea shooters in the back or something for a last line of defense. Now, a lot of people are like, no, you gotta just put them all the way in the back. I think that's how most people do it. But I've always done it this way. My dad taught me to do this when I was like 4. He played this game when it came out, and I was like, that looks like a cool game. Can I try that? And he's like, yeah, put the sunflowers one row forward, because then you'll have a last line of defense if they die. So that's how I do it. It works out fine for me. It might not be the most speedrunner way to do it, but like I said, this isn't a speedrun. We're just playing. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Very long marathon. This game's got a lot of features, and a lot of them are really hard to get. Or the achievements are really hard to get. We're getting all of them, so. And we got Cherry Bomb. That's gonna help us move things a little faster, because as we can see in this level, we kind of get way more sun than we need at this base level when zombies are small, and you know, we can only ever buy pea shooters or sunflowers. These aren't that expensive, so we get overflooded on sun a lot. So those more expensive cherry bombs that wipe out the zombies a lot quicker. Those are gonna help. Alright, I got our first kind of special minigame level, which is Walnuts Bowling. First we're gonna be this guy, Senior Dave. Crazy Dave. Clear these dang plants here. Get them out of the way. I gotta collect them. We're gonna bowl with these walnuts. We're gonna save these explosive ones for a little more dire straits. Alright, got the potato mine. These are pretty good. I like these ones, use them kind of a lot. So, definitely handy. Actually, I don't remember how much I use them. Maybe not that much, but they're cool. Actually gonna let this run free for a second when I grab a charger. It's good that I'm losing here. Cool. This one's not long enough. Alright. Sun. Be sure. There's sunflower there. Okay. Alright, this one should work. Back into it. Nice, first achievement. Ooh, I want some achievements by adventure. Nice. Yes. This is my favorite plant in the whole game, both visually and in function. It is the freeze pea. And I personally love the frozen style playing where you try to chill everything so everything goes slower rather than faster. A lot of people like the fire style. I like the freeze style. And this is going to be a huge help with that. And we're moving right along, level 7. Now I'm curious if I can actually play this level without using any normal pea shooters. I can only plant freeze peas. It's pretty ambitious because a freeze pea is about a little less than twice the price of a normal pea shooter. But this is Adventure 1. Strategy is pretty much relevant at this point. So we're gonna try that. Well, it's actually working out pretty well so far. I think we're gonna be pretty fine with this challenge. And we got a full row. That's pretty much enough to win this level, so we're good. Alright, got a perfectly symmetrical garden with complete rows for first big wave. Sweet. And if they weren't already slow enough, we're gonna put some on the first row. Because, no, they're cracking our knees. These still got plenty of defense. Or offense, rather. Nice. I like this one because you can put it behind a walnut and it'll attack in front of it, so you don't have to like wait for the walnut to break for it to be used. I like this button. All right, this is the first time we can choose which seeds we got. We got a full roster now, so we're gonna go bam, shabam, 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 shabam. And this one, we're not gonna do cherry bomb. I don't really use cherry bombs a lot, so. And same drill as last time, we're doing our first row of freeze peas, but a little more forgiving this time because we can put, once we get a full row of freeze peas, everything is frozen anyway. You don't need a second or third row of freeze peas. You can use pea shooters, it'll do the same amount of damage with the same effect. That's what we're doing from here. Alright, so that strategy worked out pretty good. You're gonna have to remember that one for future levels. Jumper made pretty quick work of everything. And now we got the repeater. Love this thing. And we have our final level of Stage 1 Day, Classic Lawn Adventure. I probably said none of that correctly, but we're gonna pick us some plants, and let's plant. Final level. Now that this one's much more difficult than the last several insanely easy ones. It's actually did get pretty tricky though later in the game. This is not what I would call a super easy game. Okay, so I think I was wrong. That was not the last level. We still have one more kind of boss level. I think it's another one of those conveyor belt levels. So let's wrap this one up and be done with the first stage. This is the layout of mass destruction. Just nothing getting through this one. We're gonna get pretty full here. Not much space to plant more stuff. That's okay, I don't think I really need it. And we've wisely saved our explosives for this very moment. For the final wave, we can do them all out at once with the mass level material bombs. I'll talk about this in this.